Wilson. More size and 20 a contest for Ben Wilson.
Is part of Chicago's Mount Rushmore when it comes to basketball.
All right, how y'all doing? We're going to kick things off with Chicago's very own Benji Wilson. So I'm going to take you to Chicago, primarily the South Side. This is where Benji's from. Growing up in the South Side neighborhood of Chatham, Benji, aka Benjamin Wilson Jr., was born March 18th, 1967 to Ben Wilson Sr. and Mary Wilson. Benji began playing basketball in elementary at St. Dorothy's School, but transferred to Ruggles Elementary School, where he graduated in 1981. With his game starting to elevate and his close friends and family starting to take notice, during the rise of the crack epidemic flooding U.S. cities, mix that with Chicago's rough South Side, the family made it their goal to keep Benji off the streets and out of trouble. Benji would practice at Cole Park and participate in summer league games. But in 1981, Wilson began his freshman year at Simeon High. By 1982, he would see himself as the only sophomore on the school's varsity basketball team. And by his junior year, he would help Simeon win their first ever state title by beating West Aurora High School in the semifinals and beating top-ranked Evanston Township High School to win it all. Playing alongside the likes of R. Kelly, yes, R. Kelly, and soon-to-be Orlando Magic legend Nick Anderson, Benji would see himself ranked as the #1 junior in the country. He would be described as an, and I quote, Magic Johnson with a jump shot by his head coach Bob Hambrick. That summer of 1984, Wilson attended an invitation-only camp for some of the top high school prospects. After 1 week of evaluation, Wilson was ranked the #1 high school basketball player in America. It was believed entering his senior year he was weighing college offers from the University of Illinois, DePaul University, and Indiana University. That September of 1984, he also welcomed his first child with at-time girlfriend Jatoon Rush. Fast forward, 2 months later, on November 20th, 1984, tragedy struck. Wilson had decided against lunch with his teammates to talk to his girlfriend, whom he'd been having significant issues with. The couple had bared a child, but she wouldn't let Benji see or even speak to his child. Simultaneously, Calumet High School student Billy Moore was lurking the Simeon campus with a pistol, looking to avenge his cousin who had been robbed of $10 by a Simeon student. Moore and his affiliate Omar Dixon had followed Moore's friend Erica Murphy to a luncheonette just up the street from Simeon. Moore and Dixon, who were outside of the luncheonette, when Wilson and his girl had came up the street behind them. While in conflict, she tried to break away from Wilson, who was in desperation to talk to her, and didn't pay attention to where he was going, bumping into Moore. Moore told Wilson, "Watch where you're going." The two exchanged words before Moore whipped out a .22 caliber and was taunted by Wilson to shoot, and then tragedy struck. Wilson had been shot twice, in the groin and the abdomen, causing significant internal bleeding. Emergency services were called at 12:37 p.m. It wouldn't be until 1:20 p.m. where Benji would get the medical attention he needed and was taken to St. Bernard in Inglewood, which was the nearest hospital. He was placed on life support, and while the doctors tended to him, they informed his mother that they would be able to save her son. But Mary, who had nursing experience, knew her son would be in a vegetative state if recovered. So in the early morning hours of November 21st, 1984, she asked for her son to be removed off life support, where he died shortly after. Billy Moore and his affiliate Omar Dixon, who were hiding out at a friend's house after learning who they had just shot, were immediately arrested by police and charged with his murder. Benji's murder sent shockwaves through not only Chicago, but America and the basketball world. It made national news, and even President Reagan reached out to the family to send his condolences. But even after Benji's death, his legacy still lives on. Players like Juwan Howard have wore 25 during his playing days. Nick Anderson wore 25 during his career with the Magic, and Derrick Rose wore number 25 during his stint at Simeon. Jabari Parker even stitched the number 25 to his shoes during his time at Simeon. Other tributes include Deion Thomas, Brian Nautry, and Kendrick Nunn. Benji was definitely an icon in the Chicago basketball scene, and his legacy will live on forever. That's it for today's video. Catch you on the next one.